Welcome to Dream Rise, where we turn dreams into reality. What makes a man an alpha male question has sparked countless debates and discussions all over the globe. Today we're diving into the intriguing world of alpha males, the leaders, the trailblazers, the respect-commanding individuals who make their presence felt in every room they step into. Hold on, before we go any further, let's clear the air about a few common misconceptions. An alpha male isn't about dominance or aggression. It isn't about throwing your weight around or pushing others down to climb the ladder of success. Far from it. An alpha male is about respect and leadership. It's about inspiring those around you, leading by example, and commanding respect through your actions, not your fists. It's about understanding your worth and helping others realize theirs. About owning your strengths and acknowledging your weaknesses. So, are you ready to delve deeper into this captivating topic? Explore the 20 signs of a respectable alpha male together. Starting with sign number 1. As we embark on this journey to understand the true signs of a respectable alpha male, we start with self-confidence. This isn't about being arrogant or cocky, no sir. It's about knowing your worth, standing tall, and being comfortable in your own skin. Take the story of John, a humble mechanic who took pride in his work. He wasn't the richest or the most educated, but he held his head high, knowing he was the best at what he did. That's self-confidence, folks. Moving on to sign number 2, leadership. A true alpha male is a natural-born leader. He doesn't have to shout or throw his weight around to make his presence known. His actions, his words, his calm demeanor in the face of a storm, that's what sets him apart. Look at Martin, a school principal. He led not by fear, but by inspiring his students and teachers to be the best they could be. He knew every student by name, and they respected him, not because they had to, but because they wanted to. Now, let's talk about sign number 3, emotional intelligence. This is the ability to understand and manage not only your own emotions, but also those of others. James, a firefighter, is a perfect example. In his line of work, he has to stay calm and focused, even in the most stressful situations. He knows how to comfort a scared child, how to reassure a worried parent, how to motivate his team, and how to keep his own fear at bay. That's emotional intelligence, my friends. On to sign number 4, responsibility. A respectable alpha male takes responsibility for his actions and decisions. He doesn't play the blame game or make excuses. When he makes a mistake, he owns up to it, learns from it, and makes it right. Remember Sam, the restaurant owner who once served a dish that wasn't up to his usual standard? Instead of blaming his staff, he took full responsibility, apologized to his customers, and made sure it never happened again. Finally, we come to sign number 5, ambition. A true alpha male is not complacent. He has goals, dreams, and the drive to achieve them. Think about Robert, a young musician who practiced for hours every day, never losing sight of his dream to perform at the Grand Ole Opry. Despite the odds, he kept pushing, kept striving, and guess what? He made it. That's ambition, ladies and gentlemen. So, those were the first 5 signs. Let's move on to the next ones. Moving on to sign number 6. This is a big one. Resilience. A respectable alpha male knows how to roll with the punches. Life is full of ups and downs, but an alpha male takes it all in stride. Let's consider the example of a successful entrepreneur. He might have faced countless failures, financial losses, and rejections. But he didn't let these setbacks define him. Instead, he used them as stepping stones to build his empire. That's the mark of a true alpha male. Next, we have sign number 7, respect for others. An alpha male, despite his strength and dominance, is not a tyrant. He treats everyone around him with respect, regardless of their status or background. Take, for instance, a CEO. He treats his employees, from the janitor to his top executives, with equal respect and dignity. He listens to their ideas, values their contributions, and acknowledges their efforts. This respectful attitude doesn't just earn him the loyalty of his team, but also cements his position as an authentic leader. Sign number 8 is all about self-care. A respectable alpha male values himself and knows the importance of taking care of his physical and mental health. He maintains a balanced diet, exercises regularly, and takes time out to relax and recharge. You might think of a professional athlete who combines rigorous training with proper nutrition and adequate rest. His disciplined approach to self-care not only enhances his performance, but also sets a positive example for others. Moving on to sign number 9, decisiveness. An alpha male is a decision maker. He doesn't dawdle or second-guess himself. Instead, He confidently makes decisions and stands by them. For example, think about a military general. In the heat of the battle, he swiftly makes strategic decisions that could mean the difference between victory and defeat. His decisiveness not only commands respect, but also inspires confidence in his troops. Lastly, we have sign number 10, honesty. Honesty is the cornerstone of a respectable alpha male's character. He is truthful to himself and others, even when it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. Consider a politician who, despite the pressure and temptation, remains transparent and honest with his constituents. His honesty might not always win him popularity, but it earns him the respect and trust of those who value integrity. So there you have it, folks. Signs 6 to 10 of a respectable alpha male are resilience, respect for others, self-care, decisiveness, and honesty. Each of these traits is not just about exuding strength or dominance, but about embodying a character that is admirable and worthy of respect. Remember, being an alpha male is not about being the toughest or the loudest in the room. It's about being a man of substance, a man who leads by example. We're halfway through the list. Let's continue. Starting with sign number 11, independence. An alpha male values his independence and isn't afraid to stand alone. He's the kind of man who, when faced with a problem, will take it upon himself to find a solution. Consider the story of Sam, an entrepreneur who started his own business from the ground up. When he faced financial struggles, he didn't look for handouts. Instead, he worked tirelessly, learned from his mistakes, and overcame the odds to make his business a success. Moving on to sign 12, generosity. This doesn't just mean financially. An alpha male is generous with his time, his knowledge, and his affection. He understands that giving is a vital part of receiving. Take the case of Robert, a successful lawyer. Despite his busy schedule, he always makes time to mentor young attorneys, share his experiences, and even volunteer at local charities. That's the spirit of generosity. Next up, sign 13, assertiveness. Alpha males aren't afraid to voice their opinions and stand up for what they believe in. They're decisive, bold, and not easily swayed by others. Let's talk about Martin, a civil rights activist. He was confronted with societal norms that he didn't agree with. Instead of conforming, he asserted his beliefs and led a movement that brought about significant change. That's the power of assertiveness. Sign 14 is humility. An alpha male is confident but never arrogant. He acknowledges his shortcomings and is always open to learning and growing. Think about Alex, a renowned scientist. Despite his numerous accolades, he remains humble. He constantly seeks knowledge, acknowledges his limitations, and credits his success to his team and mentors. That's humility in its truest form. Lastly, sign 15, loyalty. An alpha male is loyal to his word, his commitments, and to the people he cares about. He understands the value of trust and does not break it lightly. Look at the story of Daniel, a soldier. He showed unwavering loyalty to his comrades, sticking by them in the face of danger and adversity. He kept his word, fulfilled his duties, and protected those he cared about. That's loyalty at its finest. We've covered 15 signs so far. Let's proceed to the last 5. Moving on to sign number 16, let's talk about discipline. A respectable alpha male has a strong sense of discipline. He knows when to work and when to play. He sets clear boundaries and sticks to them, no matter the distractions. Picture a professional athlete who trains religiously, sticking to a strict regimen and diet, despite the allure of late-night parties or lazy days off. That's discipline. Sign 17 is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and an alpha male knows how to roll with the punches. He's not rigid. He's flexible. He adapts to change rather than resisting it. Think of a successful entrepreneur, like the one who shifted his restaurant business to delivery and takeout during the pandemic instead of closing down, adapting to the new norm rather than giving up. Next up, sign 18, courage. Now this doesn't mean our alpha male is fearless. On the contrary, he feels the fear but faces it head on anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to move forward despite it. Consider a firefighter rushing into a burning building to save lives. He knows the risks, feels the fear, but does it anyway. That's courage. Sign 19 is wisdom. A respectable alpha male isn't just smart, he's wise. He learns from his experiences and uses that knowledge to make better decisions in the future. He listens more than he speaks, absorbs information, and applies it wisely. Think about your favorite professor in college, the one who not only knew his subject, but also knew how to connect the dots, to apply that knowledge in the real world. That's wisdom. Last but not least, sign 20, a sense of humor. Yes, you heard it right. A respectable alpha male knows how to laugh, both at the world and at himself. He doesn't take life too seriously, knows when to lighten the mood, and understands the healing power of laughter. Picture the friend who always knows how to make you laugh, even when you're having a bad day. That's a sense of humor, and that's the final 5 signs. Let's wrap it up. So we've covered all 20 signs of a respectable alpha male. We've journeyed through the landscape of what it means to be a true alpha male, not just a caricature or stereotype. We've explored the 20 signs that define this type of man, from his confidence and self-assuredness to his respect for others and ability to lead without dominating. We've seen how an alpha male is not afraid to show vulnerability, understanding that strength is not just about physical prowess, but also about emotional resilience and intellectual capacity. He's a man who values honesty and integrity, who is driven by a sense of purpose, and who isn't afraid to take responsibility for his actions. We've learned about the alpha male's ability to communicate effectively, to listen as much as he speaks, and to inspire others through his actions. He is a man who respects boundaries, understands the importance of self-care, and is not afraid to challenge the status quo. We've talked about how an alpha male treats everyone with respect, regardless of their status or background. He is a man who is not threatened by the success of others, but rather is inspired by it. He is a man who understands that true power comes from empowering others. But here's the thing, none of these qualities are inborn. They aren't genetic gifts passed down from generation to generation. They are qualities that can be learned, developed, and honed over time. So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm not an alpha male, don't worry. These are not exclusive traits. They are attributes anyone can cultivate. It's about striving to be the best version of yourself, pushing your boundaries, and constantly seeking growth and improvement. So, keep striving, keep growing. Every day is a new opportunity to develop these qualities within yourself. It's not about being perfect, it's about being better. It's about acknowledging your weaknesses and turning them into strengths. Remember, being an alpha male is about being the best version of yourself. Keep striving, keep growing, and you'll get there. That's it for today's video on the 20 signs of a respectable alpha male. We hope you found it enlightening and that it gave you some food for thought. If you did find it helpful, why not share it with your friends and help them understand what it truly means to be an alpha male too? Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos just like this one. We've got a ton of content in the pipeline that we're sure you'll love. And of course, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Do you agree with our 20 signs? Do you think we missed any important ones? Or maybe you have a personal experience or story to share, whatever it is, we want to hear from you. So head down to the comments and let's get a conversation started. And remember, at the end of the day, being an alpha male is not about being superior to others, it's about being superior to your former self. So keep striving, keep growing, and remember, every day is a new opportunity to be a better version of yourself. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.